Hello and welcome to Breakaway with Dawn and Friends. Today I have my daughter Evie here for mother-daughter conversation. We constantly, you can imagine, go back and forth on things. And I felt we needed to record this conversation so the day that she's blessed with children, she can come back to this episode and listen to what she's saying and our conversation. So, Evie, hi.
Hi.
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
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 Okay. So, what we typically go back and forth on is Evie loves to compare, and I've said this before. If you listen to me, you already know this, and it drives me nuts because I tell her you can't compare apples to oranges, and she's always wanting to compare her upbringing, her experience to her brother. They're 3.5 years apart. And it drives me nuts. And she thinks everything is so black and white, you guys. Remember, she knows everything and we know nothing.
Yeah, I feel like you guys are like mature, know different things, but when it comes to me and Evan, I don't think you know too much. Cause yeah, he acts different. He acts different. I feel it's like with him, he's broken so many things. 4 controllers, 2 TVs, 6 keyboards, and now 2 monitors.
Look at her tallying this up.
Yep, I had to because here's the thing: I haven't broken anything. What have I broken?
So, she doesn't understand that boys are boys, girls are girls.
That's so stereotypical, though.
It is, but we are definitely, you cannot argue scientifically, we are built differently.
That's true, but that doesn't mean you can't fix that, though. Like, I feel I'm built differently than you are. Whether I'm a girl or guy, doesn't matter. I feel like people that are gay are wired differently, 100%. So my brain might work a little bit more like a guy's than yours does, because I have that more of a masculine, energy and more masculine drive, and it's been like that since I was young. It has. Feminine guys, they have more of that girl drive in them, more than I probably have. They saw that testosterone and whatnot, but the way they think. So I feel like then I can act like a boy, and then it should be justified the way it is. Like, I don't think just because boys are boys, they can act that way. Or
no, I'm not excusing it. But what I'm saying is he does have the, what's it? Oh my God, I'm going to butcher the word. Testosterone. He has more built in him, and you have more hormones and estrogen in you. So you are built differently. That's all.
We are, but how some boys can have the same amount of testosterone. One can have anger issues like Evan does, and one cannot.
He does not have anger issues.
He has anger issues. Do you hear me yelling in there?
Yes. Every gamer, every family household that has a gamer, they know their kids are yelling at the screens, throwing stuff. He's a typical boy. Yes. But anyways, look, she always wants to compare that he has it easier. He gets things easier. He's spoiled. And obviously, I'm not going to see it that way. I do believe the first one gets all the praise. The middle one gets neglected. The baby gets it easier. Now, I will say the baby sometimes can, depending on the size of the family, these things can change a little bit, I will say. But like if you have 3 kids and, so that's first, middle, last, right? So I'm telling you right now, the middle is getting severely neglected, okay?
And I agree with that. It's different, though.
Yes. So I will say sometimes the baby either gets baby too much or, we are more relaxed every time we have a kid, I will say. So yeah, by the time you have that 5th kid, they're going to be like, oh, you'll be fine. You're fine. Like they get treated in that sense differently. So before we start to record, I tried to explain to her that you have to understand when you're 27 having a kid for the first time, you're learning things. You're a lot more controlling and more strict because of the unknown and you've never experienced this. So that child definitely will have a different experience than the second child. The second child comes along, you have muscle memory, you have with your body or whatever, and then even what you're dealing with, things seem familiar, possibly, even though they can be different babies. But it's not as uncharted waters. Like you know a little bit from the first time, right? So your age, my age when I had her versus him is different. Where we lived was different. We lived in a whole different 5 hours away, different county. Like it was, things were just different. And she's always trying to compare, and it gets under my skin.
Yeah, I mean, he broke my own monitor. He broke my monitor, and I had to give it up to him because I didn't apparently use it. But that's because I don't have a desk. But I just didn't like how, no matter how much he broke something, and he's broken multiple things, no matter how much he lost his phone, no matter how he did any of that, he still gets it with just a slap of the wrist. You're grounded for a week. You don't get this for a week. But God forbid I were to break anything like that.
It hasn't happened, so she can't compare you guys.
It hasn't happened because I've been so afraid. That's the thing. I know how to take care of my things because I realize and I feel the way I was brought up and he was brought up was totally different. Totally different. Totally different. And you know it. Totally different.
I don't know.
I grew up with dad. Evan grew up with you. Totally different.
Actually, you're wrong. No. You grew up with me, and that's why you're so scared. No. Evan grew up with your dad.
No.
Oh my God, Evie.
Half my memories was every time I fell, every time anything happened, dad was always telling me, man up. And I yelled at him and I was like, I'm not a man. Woman up. I'm not a woman. Girl up. No. Like I remember that. Physically, I remember that. The only time you would come home was at night or barely in the afternoon.
Okay, you guys. All. So you guys, she has this twisted.
Oh, no.
So anyone that listens and that knows me knows, yes, I've always worked graveyard. So for her to say I came home at night is BS. So I would work in the graveyard. Your dad would like work in the morning. Okay. So I would go in at 2 a.m., my dear. Okay. Or at 12 a.m. And then I would get home, make you guys breakfast, and then your dad would go to work. So then you literally had your mother all day. You had me. Okay?
I don't remember you at all.
And I'm the strict parent, and this is why you're such a scaredy cat, because I didn't play with you. Okay, so I had you. Okay, when Evan came, I worked 4 a.m. in the morning till 12:30 in the afternoon. So you, by that time, went to preschool. I had Evan in the day. And then I would go to bed early because I had to get up early. Yeah. So that's what you remember.
Well, that's all I can remember. I was like, 4 at that time when everyone was born?
Yes.
3 or 4. But that's when you remember stuff. Though.
That's fine.
So whether you had me as a baby, I don't remember that. That's not my reason.
First 4 years that are very crucial were with me. And this is why you are disciplined. This is why you don't break shit. This is why you act right. This is why. Had your dad, and we all know your dad likes to be both of your friends. I'm the disciplinary. I don't play that. I'm not your friend. So your dad, yes, would play with you guys, let you get away with things, give in to you guys, not me.
But you still pay for it. You pay for all of this.
It doesn't matter.
But that's my thing is that even though he would get a slap on the wrist, whatever he would have got, you still pay for it in the end. So no matter what, he's not learning anything. He's learning it's okay. He's okay with the monitors being broken. He's okay with any being broken because he's like, you know what? In a month or 2, mom will get it for me. Dad will convince mom, and I'll just have to wait a month or 2, and that's it. I'm getting my keyboard. How many keyboards have you bought in that kid?
I don't know.
Exactly. 6 of them. 6 of them. 6 of them. I've counted. I kept it in the book.
Guys. This is what I deal with.
Kept it in the book. You know why? Because he gets more technology than I do. He does.
He's a gamer.
It doesn't matter. That's not an excuse. He gets a slap on the wrist.
Girl, she has a 55-inch TV in her room. She should not be complaining.
You know what? For a good reason, because I take care of it.
Okay,
so he broke my old TV, by the way, too. He broke the TV upstairs as well. I think 2 of them. He's broken my mic as well. He's broken 4 or 5 different mics. And he still gets them handed to him. What is he learning by that? That's not okay. Whether I was brought up different, he was brought up... I just think when it comes down to expensive technology, he shouldn't be able just to be given like that. Like, that's not okay. Then I deserve my room to be all fancied and nice then. all of the money you spent like that, like on him, just for no reason. Whether gamer or not, he needs to earn it. He needs to learn. I shouldn't break this. I should be more careful with this. There's a missing key on his keyboard right now.
Oh my gosh.
Like, you see this?
She says he's spoiled, and I'm like, no, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's not spoiled.
He barely started taking the trash at 12. Oh, he's 13 now. Barely started taking it out frequently. He doesn't help with the dogs. He complains if he does, and he purposely doesn't listen. And Rosie has gotten off of the leash multiple times. He doesn't brush his teeth on his own. You have to tell him. He doesn't put cologne or deodorant on his own. You have to tell him.
You know you're telling this to the world.
I don't care.
Like, I'm worldwide.
That's
okay?
fine. That's fine. But then
you can't be putting his dirty laundry out there.
No, because then people get to understand that other kids that are just like this get to understand my age, they have someone to relate to now. Because I know this is so frequent. This is frequent.
Is common, okay?
Yes, common.
So when I told you that boys are like that, no, it's not okay.
But the reason they're like that is because there's a lot of, you know what, boys can be boys, but that doesn't mean it's okay for that to be like that. It's like if a boy hits a girl, boys are boys because they're just aggressive.
No, I'm not saying that.
But that's what it could be. It's a stereotype. Oh, if they play too rough and one of them loses the teeth, boys are boys. Like, no, that shouldn't be okay. That should not be okay. And a lot of people are letting that slide. A lot of people are all over the world are letting that slide like that. And that should not be okay. There should not be a stereotype. The moment a girl does something, oh, no, you can't be like that. You can't do that. Like, I know if I were to break something, it would be disappointing. Wow, why would you do that?
So,
why would you break that?
Yes, because you know better.
But see, I know better because of you. That's hypocritical. Hypocritical.
No, what I mean is you understand.
Why doesn't he understand? Because you haven't put your foot down.
He takes longer time to understand.
No. End of it.
You understand, my dear.
I won.
Women, we mature emotionally faster. Mm. We, absorb things differently.
Initially, yes, but that doesn't mean initially, yes, I understand that. It's just how it is. I get that. But that doesn't mean it should be okay to continue that way. I understand when they hit that 10, even if they're 10, okay, fine. 11, maybe. But when it becomes 11 to 13 and like 11 and up, I feel they should learn, okay, you guys had your fun time for 10 years. Let's go. Like, let's put it in. There's so many, like, boys that were like that when they were kids, and now they're great men now or turning into men because they understand that. Look at Aiden. Look at Devin. Like, look at these kids. They're great. They don't break things like that. They're good boys.
You don't know them like that. You're not in their four walls.
Aiden tells me everything.
So she likes to think, and I always have to hear, when I have my kids, girl. So those of you that have kids know she's full of it. And those of you that don't, trust me, you're wrong to say, when I have my kids, this is what I'm going to be like. This is what I'm going to do. All of that goes out the window.
And I understand that, but you know how much of I hold the grudge? I hold a grudge. And I'm so petty that watch, I'm going to hold it up to it. I'm going to rub it in her face.
And this is why I'm recording this, so that she can come back to this and see how she is. And see, she does drain me mentally. And I cannot wait until she has kids and she has her own experience. And then I get to go behind them and spoil them. And then she can tell me, stop spoiling them. Why are you spoiling them?
My kids can get spoiled when they act right.
So she's basically telling me, I act right. Why don't you spoil me?
Yes, I deserve it though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't break anything of yours.
Mm-hmm.
I don't break anything of yours.
Okay.
Except a little bit of your rules, I bend them. Just a little bit.
Oh, and you can do that.
Because I don't break anything, yes. And I understand more.
The double standard.
Yes. Well, I mean, that's a double standard for him too then. If he breaks everything in this house, a lot of the things, and even my things, still hasn't gotten a consequence, just a week of no gaming, then I should be able to have a desk. I should have all these things in a minute of my hand, just like how he does.
So for the record, she doesn't have a desk because she's too damn particular.
I am. Well, see, I like.
Do you know how many times I've changed her bed frame? Like, I'm done.
3 times.
More. I'm done changing that damn bed frame of hers. Like, I told her, get a job, figure it out.
I actually
see, she doesn't think she's spoiled. She doesn't appreciate the fact that she can have a nice bed frame because she's gone through how many?
Like 4.
And for what?
To find the style. I like.
Oh, but she's not spoiled.
See, but that's like room stuff, and each time I've taken care of it pretty well. The bed, my reason my bed frame is broken now is because of the movers, not me.
Yeah, but you still didn't want it, even though.
You know, yeah, I didn't really like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like the size of my bed. I think I like having room under my bed so I can store stuff.
Yeah, no. She's a hoarder. Oh my
No,
gosh.
but I think it'd be nice to like, I don't know, maybe keep shoes under there or just keep like art supplies and I don't know.
You have
But
2 drawers built in under with clothes in them.
let's close up.
Take them out and put your art supplies in there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really care about the desk anymore. I mean, the
Frame, the bed
frame.
frame.
I care more about my desk. I like having a glass desk. I like to paint and make a mess, and it's nice to easy to clean.
Mm-hmm. And don't even ask me how many desks she's had either.
4
Like,
as well.
oh my God.
2,
And this girl wants to say
3.
she's not spoiled. Okay, she didn't break it, but you managed to get 3 new ones, 4 new ones. So who the hell spoiled here?
But that's because I don't break anything. Like I had a right.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I had a right to.
So he breaks something, it gets replaced. You're like, I'm tired of looking at this. This doesn't work for me anymore. I need a different desk. Who the hell spoiled? I'm replacing something that does not need to be replaced.
You can get your money back from it. eBay.
Mm-hmm.
eBay. I bought pants off eBay.
So do you guys see this? Do you see how it's so one-sided?
It's not one-sided. I don't think it is. He breaks things and it doesn't get it's not that it gets replaced, because getting replaced means you get it back for free. That's getting it replaced. Like you switch it in for half price. He gets something that's a little bit more expensive and new and buys it.
Oh my God, this girl. No, that's not true.
That is true. That is true. That is true. But my room is like, it's for me to figure out how I like my room. That's for me to express myself. That's what a room is. It's a safe place to make you feel comfortable.
And if any of you know Evie, you know this girl has gone through many different style changes, phases, and I have supported every single one. Who at 8 years old had the luxury of bleaching their hair, dyeing their hair different colors? Oh my God, how often? Do you know the amount of money I spent on this girl's look? And then she has the audacity to compare her to her brother.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
No, the hypocrisy here.
It's not hypocrisy, no.
So it's okay when you want something and, you need something. But when you see your brother get something easy, he doesn't deserve it. He has not earned it.
If Evan wanted to change his hair 6 or 20 times for no reason, just like I did, that's fine. But that's a way of expressing.
Oh, then you know
yourself.
What she was said? Oh, you didn't do that for me at that age. Oh my
No,
God.
You did. You did though. You let me cut my hair.
But that's just how you are.
But the thing is
the
that
cell phone. I didn't have a cell phone at that age.
I did not have a cell phone at that age. He got an iPhone sooner than me. I prayed for 2 years to the Lord.
Oh God.
To get a cell phone, to get an iPhone actually, because the reason I wanted it so bad was not because an iPhone was cool. It's because everybody called me poor for having an Android.
Oh my God.
I got bullied in school.
And Androids are better than iPhones as far as I'm concerned. Yes, they are.
But the thing is that when it comes to expressing yourself, me knows it better than anyone. That's worth money. If Evan wanted to dye his hair 3 different colors, he needs to learn how to do it and how to take care of it. That's all I care about. But that's expressing yourself, and that's something that's so important. I feel like people should invest money into that, especially into the kids, and that's totally fine. That is totally fine.
Okay, but you're spoiled because I invested.
But I appreciated it each time. I said thank you each time. I made sure to show it off each time. I told everybody about how great my mom was.
Yeah, and so now I can't show those photos. You don't let me show those photos.
I hated myself at that time. No,
you didn't hate yourself.
I did.
You were trying to figure yourself out.
You didn't know that, though.
Yes. Oh, hell. Honey,
you didn't know I hated myself.
I knew that before you.
You didn't know that.
Oh, you don't know what I don't. Girl, those of you that know me, you know I knew.
You didn't know.
Yes. A mother knows. Trust me, a mother knows. And you don't remember the conversations we would have.
Blocked it out.
Exactly. I did not.
Blocked it out.
So trust me, I know.
But you still show those photos.
Yes, because I'm proud. You express yourself. And I've always told you, you are a brave child. And you went out there, you put yourself out there, you expressed yourself. And then now you are confident. I can't shut you up. You're in my face and everyone's face. So
not in everyone's face.
You know what I mean? You're out there more.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Yeah.
So we did good.
I don't know. I don't know. I want to delete all those photos.
You shouldn't. That was a part of your journey. That is what made you who you are today.
Yeah, but you show those photos and I hate it. I hate it.
But you got to work through that.
No.
You have to.
Nope. Nope. No, I don't have to do anything.
Yes, you do.
I don't have to do anything.
Because then you're going to carry that around for the rest of your life.
I'm fine with that. Don't show those photos. I felt really disrespected on 4th of July.
Shut up.
So disrespected. So.
I'm sorry. I am a proud mother, and you're not going to stop me from
Do that on Facebook.
Sharing is caring. I taught you sharing is caring.
I don't care, so there's no care. There's no sharing.
I share.
There's no caring then. If there's no caring, there's no sharing. Boom. New motto. If there's no caring, there's no sharing. Felt really disrespected because she showed embarrassing, I mean, horrendous photos. They were so bad. At least let me choose them, but she showed them to my old friend, and he was there for those photos. That's fine.
He saw those. He was there in person for all of those.
Yes, he was. So that didn't matter. She showed my girlfriend, bro. Oh, that was...
She got a glimpse into Evie's bravery.
Let me show that. That's my journey.
See, now this is where we're gonna differ, because I am the mother. It's my journey too.
You were there, but you didn't experience personally that journey. You weren't in my head. You didn't experience it. And as much as I only let you know what I wanted you to know. That's it.
Yes, and you have to understand, as your mother, trust me when I tell you, I knew things before you can articulate them, before you can understand them, okay? So I knew things before you knew things. I knew you were gay and you were going to be gay before you came out to me, dear.
I didn't even know what gay was.
Exactly. I knew a lot of things before you did, my dear.
And yeah, but it doesn't mean you know how I felt.
Evie.
You could know about like Nazi Germany and how people suffer, but you know how they actually thought about it.
Evie, I'm telling you, you're a talker. You don't remember the conversations we would have. We've had conversations and you tell me almost everything, whether you believe that or not. You tell me everything.
That's blocked out. I don't know. I don't know what conversations. Okay, I don't know conversations with you at all.
So you can't tell me that I didn't know. And so we have come a long way in your journey. And you need to be proud of that. And, you know, not carry that around, what you're feeling right now. Even when you talk about it, you can tell you feel something. You got to work that out so that it doesn't sit with you.
No, you just don't bring it up.
You know, so I'm sure you guys are not laughing, but ironically, I'm a life coach, and look at my daughter.
What?
You don't want to embrace your journey. You don't want to work. You got to do the work.
See, she likes to life coach, but it doesn't work with us. We tune her out when she says that. Like, all this is going in one ear, and I make sure it goes out the other.
Yeah, guys, and then you hear her talk to other people, and trust me, they come back and say, oh my God, talking to her is like talking to you. She doesn't even realize how much she's like me.
She's like me.
So what I say and do, I'm planting seeds, and she just doesn't. She refuses to see it.
Subconsciously, I don't remember what she says to me half the time. It just comes out. Mm-hmm. It really does. Friends be asking me for help, and I just randomly pops up in what she said, and I just repeat it.
So when you say you're not listening, you really are.
No. Like I won't remember this conversation probably in an hour or two. I'll forget what half of we said, but it'll come out one way or another that I'll remember it half by half. But that's it.
So that's a breakaway tip for you guys. You have to remember, as parents, we have to be a broken record. We have to constantly repeat. And when you think they're not listening, when you think they don't hear you, trust me, it's there.
We do, yeah.
It's there, and it's getting in there. And you have to be consistent with your kids.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, it works. She can say what she wants, but we know who's right. Okay, girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm always right. Mm-hmm. E's in everything.
What?
E's in everything.
E's?
E is in everything.
Oh, E, okay.
And Dawn starts in don't, so don't do it.
No, actually do.
Don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know. I don't like seeing that time. of myself. That was no. I'll look at that later, like later in life.
That's fine.
But now, no. That time will not be brought up.
But it was my journey too.
Not really. She was just there.
No. You have to understand, on the day you are blessed with kids, their pain is your pain. Their challenge is your challenge. Their problem is your problem.
What does that mean?
I was with you along that ride. So whatever it is that you thought you were feeling, because you say, I didn't know what you were feeling. Trust me, I do. And if something hurt you, it hurt me.
No.
Yes.
No.
Now, I'm not saying, obviously we're not equals. It's a mother's pain, a mother's hurt. You are the child. But to say that I don't know, or I don't understand, or, trust me, I did.
Not as much, but you were there. I say you were halfway there, but that's about it. Of just understanding, of just seeing. That was just it. I like to say. As much as I talked, I only let you know what I wanted you to know. There is, I know for a fact, I know 100% sure there is so much she does not. 100%. You know what? Backtrack 95.
Yeah, guys, I won't record it, but trust me, I will tell her, and her mouth will be to the floor. I will tell you, because you think I don't. I'm telling you, but I do.
I don't know.
But anyways, she always wants to compare, and I tell people you cannot compare, and it's going to drive you crazy.
It is.
And I tell her, you are not going to have a happy life if you keep going through life comparing stuff.
It motivates me though.
No, I don't know if it does.
See, there's different people, there's different people. I feel like she doesn't like the way I think if I do this, then I get this. She doesn't like the way I think like that. Like, if I help mom with the dishes or I do that, then I'm getting this out of it. Like, she doesn't like that, but that motivates me. Like, if I don't think, if I get all my schoolwork done today, oh my gosh, I'll be free for the rest of the day and I just gotta lounge. You see what I'm saying? Once you do something, you're gonna get something out of it. Like, why do you think you do a job? So you can survive. Like, you see what I'm saying? She doesn't like I think like that. She doesn't. If I clean the dishes, if I do this, if I do that, then I'm gonna get something out of return. She doesn't like I think like that, but that's just how life is. If you work hard enough, if you do what you do, like she worked hard her whole life, and look, she has her own podcast, worldwide, right? International. She's a businesswoman. She went to the interventions, right? What is that called? You went out and sold your things.
Yeah, I had what is it? Pop-ups.
She did her pop-ups. She's getting recognized. Yeah. I don't know. It's just like, and then now you have your own office. You always wanted an office. You finally have your own little office. We're thinking about doing other things. You want to do other things. Like, she's getting slowly but surely, but she's getting what she worked for. And that's my thing, is that, like, in life, if you want something, you needed to strive for it. And everybody has their own different motivation, But mine is, if I do that, I get this. It's just how it works.
I just feel you can't expect things. So I believe that what you put out is what you get, yes. But you can't go through life expecting. That's my thing. You have to make it happen.
Yeah, but like, if I'm telling you, if, like, let's say I work at In-N-Out. If I work at In-N-Out for 3 years and I'm doing good, I'm a great customer. People love talking to me. They request to get my order just from me. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get a promotion. Expected, I'm getting a promotion because I've been so good. And if I don't, then I'll be recommended to other places. Like, no matter what you do, if you do something, you're gonna get something. If I'm gonna be an a-hole one day, I'm just gonna get rocked up, bro.
Okay, so what you put out is what you get.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
Yeah, but like, you don't like that I think like that.
Yeah, I'll come home and it's like, oh yeah, what do you want? Because you're doing stuff. Like, I know you want something.
Yes.
And it's like, you can't control me like that. You can't think that I'm going to do it. It does make me mad. So what Evie doesn't understand is, I'm a bitch when someone expects something from me. So I don't know how she has not learned that yet. So when I come home and you're doing things because, oh, I want to ride here, so I'm going to do this, Yeah, I don't like it. I appreciate you doing it because you should do it, but don't do it expecting something out of it from me. That's a big difference than life. Like, yes, you should work hard and want to be promoted. That's different than, you doing something to get something in return from someone else.
So how am I gonna get it right from you? How am I gonna show for from you?
Consistency.
I've been doing the dishes and cleaning the house recently a lot, and you know it.
Mm.
You know it. You know it. You know it. More than
Only
ever.
when she wants that weekend, when she wants to go somewhere, she's cleaning. The weekend she don't go nowhere, she don't clean.
I cleaned this week a little bit. A little bit.
Mm.
I picked up. I've
That's
noticed
because she wanted to eat out. Mm-hmm. You see.
Yeah, I do, but it's like, and then I started realizing that she takes me a lot of places, so that's also why I started cleaning. I also bought her flowers too, just because I
Yeah,
felt like
she
it.
does.
I just do it. I try to do it every month, but I don't got money every month like that. I use it on food.
Mm-hmm.
I use it on food. I use it on. I don't know. I use it on food, huh?
Yes.
I like Popeyes.
Well, for those of you that have kids, grandkids, nieces or nephews, whatever your situation is, I can tell you from experience, and it's hard for me because I'm a very opinionated person. Clearly, I have a podcast because I like to talk, but you have to listen more and not listen to respond or rebuttal. Just listen.
To listen.
They want to be heard. They want you to feel what they feel. They want you to try to understand. So if you're having a rough time now with teenagers, because we all know it is complicated dealing with these teenagers and their hormones, you have to take a step back and remember they just want to feel heard. They want to feel loved. They want to be seen.
Yeah. A lot of even with like principals, just teachers, anybody, just you guys expect a lot, or like a lot of you guys do, and it just you guys just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And the moment we want to say something that it is against what you say, just being you guys, sometimes you guys know we're right, you just don't want to hear it. You guys don't let us talk. You don't, and that's hypocritical. That's not okay. I feel respect for it. It goes with all teenagers. Someone random, your respect is always at a 50. It is. If you're nice to us, you're great to us. Next time we come back to the store, we're respecting you more. We're nicer to you more, and it just goes up from there. With parents, whether we like to admit it or not, you want me to go get the charger?
Finish.
Well, whether like you like to admit it or not, parents are up here no matter what. They always are. That's how it just starts. You guys grew up with us, whatever. You cannot expect your kid to give you that respect over and over at this level. You see this right here? That's your level. This is 100. Okay. You guys aren't always gonna get 100. I mean, you'll get 100 when like they're little, because they won't understand. Evan, you can't be in here. And this is your respect. Like this is always right here, and this is the 50. I'm gonna let y'all know how you treat your kids. You neglect them, you do anything, that will drop. That genuinely will drop. Like there's no way you can expect your kids to like just give you that respect 100%. Like you just cannot. Like that's just not okay, because if you're gonna neglect your kids, you're gonna do anything like that, be mean to them, not give them at least a little bit of fairness or at least a little bit of respect back, that respect's gonna fall. Whether you like it or not, what you do, whether your actions, they matter to your kids. Your problems, whatever you say, you think they can't hear you, we hear you, we see you. Like we've lived with you our whole life, we know your mannerisms, like we know something's up. So your respect is always here, but it can drop and it can go up. And that all depends on how you act. And for strangers or even for uncles, it's going to be, you're not going to respect every family member the same. You're not. Some family members' respect goes up and down. I'm telling you. I might respect a family member, more than I respect the other. And that is because they treat me like I'm a grown up, or like they treat me I'm something. I just want to get that out there.
Oh my God, that was unplanned, but clearly someone has something on her mind.
Yes.
And in her heart,
Yes.
yes, Evie, we'll see if I did right. She thinks she's our equal, guys.
No, I don't. I just think that my respect will go up or down depending on how you react, and that is just something human. Even dogs do that. Even if you see dogs as puppies, they'll try to challenge. Anyways, like I was saying, puppies, they challenge their mom and dad, or they'll challenge someone, and then the mom and dad bark at them or nip at them a bit. But I do think respect is earned, and it can go down. Even if you're a parent, we understand that you do a lot for us, but once you keep doing something repetitively after we tell you, hey, we don't like that, or hey, you're disrespecting us and our boundaries, and then you're going to teach us that it's okay out there in the world, whether it's a boss or not, that it's okay to be all stepped on and all over. Whether you don't think that and that's not your intention, that's how it looks. And if a boss is being disrespectful and goes out of line and yells at you like you're a little kid, you can tell HR about that, or whoever, a CEO, or whatever, and they can get told on. But I don't think anybody, even if it's your boss and you're getting paid, should ever talk to anyone like that. You have to talk professionally. They should never yell at you like your mom and dad. But I feel like respect is it's given.
No, it's earned, not given, is your point.
Oh yeah, oops, wrong way. You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But at first it is given though. It is given at first. You learn at a young age to respect your family members, and you have to give them that respect at first though. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And parents are like up here. There's like the
Mm-hmm.
100%. That's what a parents are always will be at in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And uncles, aunts, whatever, they'll always be at 50, always, because kids always say, "Hey, you're not my mom." You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because you guys are always at 100%. Now, whether you neglect the kid, however it goes, or you hurt them or whatnot, that will go down and decrease. And you cannot expect your kid, after you've done so much harm, to.
So, yes, but what I try to teach her is, okay, fine. You don't respect that person, but that doesn't give you the right to disrespect them. And you can love someone without respecting them. So, I'm trying to teach her these different things, but, she knows it all and I don't. So, again, fine. I can't force you to respect someone, but I can make sure you don't disrespect someone.
I understand that it's a hard topic for me to, understand.
Swallow.
Yes,
Mhm.
not swallow. I can swallow it, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna do it. You can always swallow a pill even if you don't want to.
Oh my God. Anyways, so this conversation went a little to the left, which is fine. I don't care. But we started talking about, how her brother has it easier than her.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't see it the way she does. She doesn't see it the way I do. I can't wait until she has kids and she will see. You know, you can't compare apples to oranges. Two kids are not alike. Okay, you process different, you are wired different, you react different. So to expect to have everything the same is not a real expectation. You can have the same rules, but how I deliver them to you, how I go about it will be different because I can just give you a look and you're going to stop. Evan is going to take a little more than a look. He's going to look at me like, why are you looking at me like that? I'm going to look at you and you're going to know. So, what works with you does not work with him. So, when you're like, well, why did I get in trouble? Okay, so exactly how did you get in trouble? Because you got a look from me? Oh my God. Oh my God, I gave you a look. You're in trouble. Like, this is how you are. No,
No,
no.
because since you expect so much more from me than him, that look means a lot, whether you realize it or not. That look means a lot. That means if we're outside, watch when we get home. That's
Yeah,
all
and
I
then
think
what
about.
happens when you get home?
I don't know. I don't remember.
No,
I tune you
I
out.
don't.
I tune you out. I tune
Nothing.
you out. I get to talk, and I hate your talks. They're so. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like them.
So I thought it'd just be interesting to share this. And even though I'm a life coach, I have my problems too.
I have problems too as a life coach's daughter.
I have these issues.
She's our issue, guys.
That's hilarious.
She's our
So
issue.
I hope you enjoyed this. little insight to my world with Miss Evie here. So
Yeah.
we'll see if we do this again. But remember to keep pushing, keep shining, keep thriving.